Hello, this is Lindsay. So the first thing we're going to try and make is a friendship bracelet. I've got 6 different colours of embroidery thread that I've cut to about 60 centimetres each. I've got a safety pin, but if you don't have a safety pin, then maybe a badge would do. These ones are quite small, but like a badge or a pin would work too. And then the other thing I've got, so that you don't have to pin into your sofa, or if you're not allowed, then a pillow. So you can use a pillow or a cushion. This is a scruffy cushion from our house to hold everything together while you're making it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is tie a knot, and I'm going to just give myself a little bit of, because we're going to have to tie it together like a bracelet at both ends, so I'm just going to give myself plenty of spare thread at the top so that we can maybe plait it and to make so we can put it onto our wrists at the end. So I'm just going to make a knot, just be a little bit careful, make sure you get all the colours through. Just going to, if you kind of wrap them a little bit so they look like a rope, like that, and then make a hoop like that, and then pass the thread through the back of the hoop so they all come out like so. You've got a nice little knot like that, knot on there. Okay, so we've got a little bit of extra for tying it off. It's maybe about 10 centimetres. Okay, so here we're going to use the pin or the badge to attach the thread to our cushion, and I'm going to do that by putting the pin through the cushion and then pushing it through the knot and then clasping it together like that. So that just gives me my hands free then. Okay, F-R-I-E-N-D, friend. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to make the knot. I've done a couple there already. So what I'm doing is I'm passing the green thread underneath all the other threads, and then I'm pushing that thread through the loop that we've made there. Just do that like that, and do that again. It's going to pass it all the way over the top of all the other threads, and then underneath and through. You can see there's like a little loop that we've made there. I'm going to pull that through. You can see why I've used the badge and the pin, because it just helps to keep, gives you a free hand, helps keep everything in place. Okay, so all the way through, all the way under and through. Don't know if you can hear that helicopter. I live down on the quayside and there's a lot of helicopter action going on today. I don't know what they're doing down there. Okay, so we've got our knots building up there. Green, so I'm going to pick another colour now. I'm going to go for purple. So you just add the green in to the others, make the loop again, pass the purple through. Oops. And up like that. There we go. We've started on the purple, so you just keep going. So you could use all of the same colour or just 2 colours. You would just need 6 pieces of thread that are the same length. You could use thin rope or string, or I've got this shiny embroidery thread, which is like, it's called rayon, but you can get cotton as well, cotton embroidery thread from Wilko's, and from, sometimes they have it in Morrison's as well, I think. And sometimes you get really good sewing packs in Lidl, and they have a thick cotton thread. That would be quite good to do this with. So let's just remind ourselves of the knot again. So we're using this cream thread now. It's the same knot all the way, including the first knot that we made at the very top, it's under the badge. So we're going to make a D shape like that. And we pass the thread all the way across the top. And then we pass the cream thread all the way under. It comes out. Oops. You can see what I mean about it being bouncy. All the way under. Like that. Okay. Good stuff. So I'm holding on to all the threads together that I'm not, so I use my right hand to hold the threads. I'm left-handed, so I use my left hand to do the knotting, but you might want to do it the other way around. So you might want to pass the thread over with your right hand and pull it through like that. It's because if you're not left-handed like I am, so that would be over the top, so holding all the threads together with your left hand and threading them like that. Okay. So we're about halfway there now. So we've done what, a hand's worth. So what's that? That's half a wrist. I've got little wrists, but probably a little bit bigger than yours. So I'm going to do all the colours again. So I'm going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to do the blue. I'm going to carry on with the blue. Okay, so we've made our braid here. We've got lots of ends. You could probably carry on a bit longer, but I want to make a bit of a clasp at the bottom. So just twisting all those loose threads together to make a bit of a rope there. And make a little loop and then put all the threads through again. So same knot, always the same knot. There, And there, we just finished off that end there. We've got a little tight end on there, and then we can plait both the ends. So we've got a nice neat end to tie onto our wrists. Okay, so I'm just going to plait the end. Now it occurred to me that maybe you haven't done any plaiting before. So we've split the 6 threads into 3 groups of 2. And I hold the 2 side pieces and I always have one in the centre like that. So I'm going to fold the green and blue over the top and then pull the pink and the purple out to the side. Then I put the orange and white into the centre and then we start again. So I'm going to put the pink and purple into the centre and that gives me the orange and white out to the side. And then the green and blue into the centre and the pink and purple, and I just keep going all the way down. So I'm sure some of you maybe have horses down in Walker or Wallsend, and some of you have long hair, so you might already know how to plait hair. So this isn't going to be too tricky, but if you haven't done it before, it's a very useful way to tidy up ends of rope, to tidy your hair, to tidy your horse's hair. So what I'm doing is just twisting those ends, dipping my fingers in the water and just wetting them just to keep them together, just while we make that final knot, because it just makes it easier to tie the knot. So I'm just going to do the other one as well. Just wet my fingers a little bit on there. It just kind of just holds it together a little bit easier and helps the stray bits a little bit, like when you dampen your hair, you can get it all together when you're pulling it back. So just move that water out of the way, don't spill it on the cushion. Okay, so Merrick's going to make a little knot. I'm going to put my fingers between the knot to stop it being too tight. Is that easier?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a bit wet.
Yeah.
Merrick's also left-handed, so you might find it easier to do the knot the other way around. Just give it a pull, nice and tight, really tight. So once you've decided that's okay, nice and tight, we've done it loose enough so it doesn't feel sore, or like, you know, sometimes not nice if it's tight on your wrist there. So then what I've got is a sharp pair of scissors and a sharp grown-up, just to cut it near the end, not too close to the knot, in case we have to tighten it up again. So maybe there, yeah, and then the same sort of length for the other one. There, and then we have a friendship bracelet. Even managed to get the spelling right. There we go. Fab.